Hi, Leah here at So Enchanting Equine Quilt Shop in Agency, Missouri, and I am doing a lesson today on I ran out of a bobbin and now what. So our bobbin ran out, it stitched for a little while before she realized, hey, I'm out of thread. Now she's stopped, so we're at the point now where I just refilled a bobbin. I oiled my hook. I have an M type bobbin, it's the big one, and APQS recommends that every time you change your bobbin you oil your hook, so I have done that. And now here we are at Quilt Path, and we are going to get her back to stitching. So I'm going to spin you around. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but I'm just going to go through everything, and you can always write things down, and I also have some cheat sheets made up. So she has stopped stitching, and she broke her top thread, and she's way out here on the quilt, and she needs to get moved back to where we broke the thread. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click repair pattern. Okay, next thing we're going to click is closest stitch. Now I did not move her, so she should be locked on. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click the trace backwards button, and she is going to trace backwards. And she has quite a bit of tracing because she did a lot of stitching without any thread. There is another way to do this. You can actually release the carriage and then manually move the machine head to really close to where she quit stitching. But for this, we're going to keep it real simple, and we're just going to use the machine to find her last spot. So I'm going to pause it while she does this. Okay, here we are. She has retraced her steps. She is locked on to where she needs to be. I'm going to just roll my needle down a little bit just to see if I'm spot on. And I'm about a stitch away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask her to nudge one stitch to the left to really get me on there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and cut my thread where it ran out. You can see this. So I always leave a little tail on here so that I can visually see where she left off, especially with complex patterns. I'm going to ask her to pull the bobbin by clicking pull bobbin, and then I'm going to get ready to get that bobbin thread. Okay, I have both of my threads on the top of the quilt. I'm aligned perfectly. I am going to hold both threads directly to the rear of the machine because the needle has a groove in the front and the thread needs to go down that groove, and if we don't hold it to the back, sometimes she will get caught in herself, and we don't want that. So I'm going to reach over with my left hand and I'm going to hit sew, and then she'll be off to the races. I'm not going to bury my thread or tie it off because she's going to take some stay stitches, which is set up in my settings. I'm just going to trim it off and keep on rolling. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye.